Super 17 is the powerful fusion of Android 17 and Hellfighter 17, created by the evil scientists Dr. Gero and Dr. Mu. He is the main antagonist of the Super 17 saga. Super 17 is a tall android, sporting an athletic build with prominent facial features and a broad jawline, giving the fusion a more mature appearance. While resembling Android 17, his hair extends to under his shoulders, which he keeps tucked behind his ears, leaving his shorter bangs hanging above his face. He wears the same blue jeans with a rip over the left thigh, bronze earrings and an orange scarf. Alternately, he sports a bronze-wide belt buckle with the red ribbon logo and a cross over it, dark blue boots with bronze tips, a form-fitting dark blue shirt with missing shoulders and matching gloves and bronze wrist guards. He also wears brown suspenders and small brown vest with bronze trimming. As Hellfighter 17 is the one in control of the fusion most of the time, Super 17 is a villain, acting similar to Android 17 as he did when he was a delinquent, or future Android 17. Super 17 believes himself to be the
What the? It fused with that other android!
Superiority by killing Super
I'll show you what hell is really like!
Due to his power and strength being more than enough to prove his superiority, he arrogantly dismisses everyone as inferior to himself, and his personality is in a manner not unlike Dr. Gero's other attempt to create the strongest android, Perfect Cell. He initially seems to be loyal to both his creators Dr. Gero and Dr. Mu, though it is later revealed by Dr. Mu that he is programmed, through Hellfighter 17, to be loyal only to Dr. Mu, and under Mu's orders, 17 once again kills his creator Dr. Gero as Android 17 had years earlier. However, due to Android 17's bond with his twin sister Android 18, she is able to awaken aspects of Android 17's personality within Super 17, such as his desire not to be controlled, which he proved by overcoming his programming and killing Dr. Mu, though he remains determined to kill Goku and is willing to even oppose his sister, though in the end Android 17's personality aids his sister and Goku in defeating Super 17 by forcing his transformed self to subconsciously expose his weak point, allowing Goku to kill Super 17. In Dragon Ball Xenoverse, Super 17 joins Great Ape Baby and Omega Shenron to defeat Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and the Future Warrior. Super 17 reveals he has no interest in Baby's goal of conquering the universe nor Omega's desire to destroy it, as his only concern is to prove he is the ultimate android. After the evil Baby is killed by Goku, peace is thought to have been finally restored. However, in the depths of hell, two masterminds work on a horrific plot: Dr. Gero, the evil, but brilliant, scientist responsible for all of the Red Ribbon androids, and Dr. Mu, who is responsible for the completion of Baby, team up to create the ultimate being. They decide that by merging the normal Android 17 on Earth, with a machine mutant that they create in Hell, they can create the ultimate android killing machine. Super 17 cameo. Super 17 cameo in A Dangerous Union. Mu and Gero then use the machine mutant clone to brainwash Android 17 on Earth into joining them, first using both 17s to synchronize their energies together to open the gates of Hell, allowing themselves and other previously destroyed villains to escape. The real Android 17 then asks his twin sister Android 18 to join, but ends up killing Krillin when the latter tries to contradict Hellfighter 17's voice in Android 17's head. He then fends off Android 18's attack with relative ease. A short time later, 17 reaches his Hellfighter counterpart, interrupting the latter's fight with Vegeta, at the same time as the Dragon team. At this point, the two 17s finally fuse together, and transform into the ultimate killing machine, Super Android 17. The Super Android then battles Vegeta, Gohan, Goten, Trunks, and Majuban defeats all of them with barely any problems, shrugging off even their strongest attacks, including Vegeta's final shine attack. He also once again kills Dr. Gero after Mew reveals that he programmed Super 17 so that he would have complete control over him, leaving none for Gero. The energy wave that killed Dr. Gero also injured Pan and damaged the dragon radar in Jiru. After Super 17 defeats all of the Z fighters except the struggling Vegeta, Goku returns to Earth with some help from Piccolo and Dend. He saves Vegeta from one of Super 17's energy beams and immediately engages Super 17. He starts his fight against Super 17 as a Super Saiyan, but as this proves ineffective, he transforms into a Super Saiyan 4. Once transformed into a Super Saiyan 4, Goku is able to fight competently against the android. However, Super 17 absorbs all of the energy attacks that Goku unleashes on him, and by the time Goku realizes this, Super 17 has absorbed enough energy to grow much stronger and overwhelm the Saiyan. Goku attempts to sacrifice himself to destroy Super 17, but is unsuccessful, due to Super 17 putting up an energy barrier that protects them both from the explosion. Before Super 17 can obliterate Goku, Android 18 comes to Goku's aid and berates 17 for losing his independent will and murdering her husband, Krillin. This facilitates a falling out which sees Super 17 turn the attack on Dr. Mew, killing his second creator as well. As they resume the fight and Android 18 continues to distract 17 by shooting energy blasts, Goku notices that while Super 17 is in his absorption pose, he creates a shield around him to prevent Android 18's energy blasts from reaching him and laughing hysterically all the while. It is at that point that Goku realizes Super 17's sole weakness. When Super 17 absorbs energy, he is actually vulnerable to attack. Goku charges Super 17 with a dragon fist, blowing a hole straight through him. Severely injured, Super 17 loses his ability to absorb energy, allowing Goku to shoot a powerful Kamehameha that finally kills the android once and for all. It is later explained that Android 17 had been influencing Super 17 to reveal this weakness and leave himself vulnerable to attack. The merging between the two Android 17s caused their body to be perfected into the ultimate android that Gero had originally intended 17 to be, with power surpassing Cell 1. Whilst fighting against Goten, Trunks, Gohan, Majub and Vegeta, Super 17 managed to easily defeat all of them when they were using their base levels of power, taking absolutely no damage from their attacks. After absorbing a Kamehameha from base Gohan, he was able to knock back Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Super Saiyan Goten, Trunks, and Vegeta, and the fully powered Majub with a flash bomber, though Majub proved able to avoid the attack initially. Then, after absorbing a final shine attack from Vegeta, he was able to completely outmatch the fighters as they reverted to their base forms, though when an injured Vegeta once again became a Super Saiyan at full power, he was able to briefly put up a fight with the Super Android. Super Saiyan Goku was able to put up more of a fight, knocking the android a vast distance and deflecting his barrage of energy attacks, though it was promptly revealed that Super 17 was toying with him to test his level of strength and proceeded to easily take down Goku with a flash bomber. Seeing 17's true power, Goku responded by taking on his Super Saiyan 4 state. Thanks to his absorption barrier, he can absorb an opponent's energy attacks and use them to further increase his power. Having absorbing energy attacks from Goku in his Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 4 states, he is able to fight on par with Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Super 17 then powers up even further by absorbing Super Saiyan 4 Goku's final explosion and is only defeated when caught off guard.
Não se esqueça de deixar aqui o seu like, gostei, se inscreva no meu canal. Se inscreva nesse canal, preciso de mais inscritos. Eu não aguento esse Whindersson Nunes com mais inscritos do que eu. Todos os dias fico doido. Clique em joinha, deixa o seu gostei, deixa o seu gostei. Consegui mais inscritos, eu juro pra você que pinto meu cabelo de uma corzinha bem diferente.